Hold up, I think we need a costume change for this one. That's better. All right. So, while I was putting this costume on, I realized that it has been more than 2 years since I've worn this costume, and that is a travesty. Now, I am going to tell you the story of Skirnir's journey. For a little bit of context, Skirnir means shining one. And Skirnir is the best friend and servant of Freyr, the god of fertility and brother of Freya. So Freyr, son of Njord and stepson of Skadi, decides that he is going to sit upon Odin's high seat. And as he is sitting upon Odin's high seat, looking out onto the world, he looks to Giant Land and sees the most beautiful giantess he's ever seen in his entire life and falls madly lovesick with her. The giantess's name is Gerd, and he just cannot stop talking to his best friend, Skirnir, about how beautiful and amazing Gerd is and how much he wants to marry her. Now, after a while, Skadi and Njord are a little worried for their son and his well-being, because he's just lamenting and lamenting and lamenting over the fact that he is not in the proximity of Gerd that he would like to be. So they pull Skirnir aside and say, "Hey, Skirnir, you are friends with our son. You're also his servant. Can you do us a solid and go to Giant Land, make that journey to Giant Land, and go procure Gerd as Freyr's wife? Can you bring her here, make it happen, whatever it takes? Because our son is getting scary. This melancholy attitude is a little much. So why don't you go make that journey and go procure a bride for our son, and we'll stay here and keep an eye on him." So Skirnir makes the journey to Giant Land, finds Gerd, and is like, "Hey, Gerd, it's your lucky day. My bestie is madly in love with you and would like for you to be his bride." And Gerd is like, no, man, no, absolutely not. I don't know this man. I'm not about ready to marry a man that I don't know. No, thank you. He has nothing to offer me. No, thank you. So Skirnir decides that now's the time to brandish his sword. And he tells Gerd, "You're gonna marry my best friend. Did you not hear that my best friend is Freyr? Like, the Freyr? You're gonna marry him, and if you don't, I'm gonna chop your head off." And Gerd's like, no, you're not. And I'm not gonna marry your friend. No. Sorry about your luck. Not happening. No. So Skirnir decides that he's going to gather up a few supplies. And he brings back a wand and some supplies and goes before Gerd and says, "I curse you. Yeah, that's right. You heard me. I curse you. If you don't marry my bestie, then all of this awful stuff is going to happen to you because I curse you." Now, by this point, Gerd's a little terrified. She's a little scared. So she goes, Fine, I'll marry Freyr. I'll marry your bestie. But, it's gonna have to be 9 days from now. It's gonna have to be 9 days from now. I'm not coming back with you. I'm not marrying him right this second. He's gonna have to wait 9 days. If he wants to marry me that badly, he's gonna have to wait 9 days. So Skirnir at this point is really, really proud of himself. Like, yeah, haha, look at me, made it happen. So Skirnir goes back to Freyr and is like, hey Freyr, guess what? I got you your bride. And Freyr's like, oh yes. There's a catch though, bud. You're gonna have to wait 9 days. You're gonna have to wait 9 days. And at that point, Freyr breaks down. He has a total meltdown. Little autistic style. And he goes, what do you mean? What do you mean I have to wait 9 days? Like, 1 night is long enough. And 2, how am I supposed to go through 3, let alone 9? I'm gonna have to wait 9 nights to be able to get married and have a wedding night? Bro. This is awful. So, Freyr waits the 9 days and marries Gerd. Gerd is good to her word. She marries Freyr. And they have a child. They have a fairly functional marriage. But that is the story about how Skirnir coercively got his bestie his bride. How the shining one got his bestie Freyr, you know, which translates to Lord, by the way. So the shining one got his lord his bride. That's the story. I think it goes without saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. If you want to help out your bro and be a wingman, don't be like Skirnir. Thank you.